Who are you?
What happened?
I didn't ask you to fix that sink.
Let me see that.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, so now you're a plumber, Mr. Cole.
I'm doing my best.
Well, from now on, I would appreciate it if you would ask me before you go plunging into something you know absolutely nothing about.
Here, come on, sit down. Sit down.
What?
You need some methylate on those cuts.
Look, you just get this straight. I've had a rough day today. The worst. And when I come back to my house, to my home where I live, I don't want to see some tenant messing around with my things.
Leah.
What gives you the right to call me that? Because you go around fixing things. A pipe. My life? This is my mess. I made it. I own it. And you're not going around cleaning it up. Leah, you don't know me. This is my sink. These are my tools. You get away from me and leave me alone.
All right. Have it your way. Do you think you're the only one that's hurting? Why do you do this? What about Ellie? What about... Forget it. I'm not even gonna... Are you going to take care of everything yourself? Nobody gets to go near you, do they?
Frank. It's Leah. Sitting there. I've had it. Let's sell the house. Just sell it.
You're looking lovely today.
Sure you didn't ask me here to talk about my natural beauty.
Susan Tiffin doesn't need a teacher. She needs a nice, quiet cell. She and Carl would be great cellmates. Look, I lost my cool. Anybody would have.
I assigned Susan to you because you're not anybody.
It's not working out. And you don't have to fire me, because I already decided I quit.
Leah, you're gonna have to do better than that.
You want an apology?
No. I want you to stop this. You've been carrying around a monkey on your back about credentials ever since you started. You don't need a PhD to do this job. It's not about that. It's about instincts. And you have some of the best instincts I've ever come across. Accept it, Leah. You know how to reach these unreachable kids. You can't learn that in school. Which is precisely why I have no intention of letting you quit. You're too damn good. As for Susan Tiffin, I know this. She wasn't one of your toughest cases, and you blew it. So I guess the question is, why?
Why? Because I don't know why.
I'm sure you'll need time to think this through on your own. But please do, because I have work that needs you. In fact...
Oh, let me guess. Siamese twins.
Celia is unusual.
Unusual? Is that like Bobby Homer, age 10, weighed 200 pounds, lived with his parents in a house decorated totally in black and purple, never went outside? Or unusual like dear little Benji Sam Baroka? Like to wrap little girls around telephone poles when they couldn't pronounce his name properly, which was most of the time. And I was supposed to draw him out, talk about the blind leading the blind.
Celia's blind and deaf.
Deaf, too.
It's called Usher's syndrome. She's very troubled. She's given up on herself. And all the experts have given up, which is why I thought of you.
Do you realize I don't know the first thing about how to deal with blindness?
But you could reach her, just like you did with Jack. He's gotten a factory job in Springfield.
Are you serious?
Roommate, subsidized housing, the whole bit. Thanks in large part to what you did with him. In my experience, it's usually good to get right back on the horse, but that's a decision you'll have to make. Leah, whatever it is that's getting in your way, deal with it.
What is it?
If I wanted to be corny, I could say Mom's the word.
And you did?
Well, I thought it might just brighten up the room. It's lovely.
Bach.
Yeah, right.
Not how quiet it is here.
Quiet. Cooking and crashing up and downstairs and waiting in line for the bathroom.
I grew up in a big family.
I wish I had. Mine was just me and Frank. Ooh, that's a lovely ring.
Belonged to my dad's mother.
Ellie, it's not just about Kevin, is it? You know, you're not the only person who's ever lost a father.
But I loved mine.
That's fine. Yeah, my dad used to have a rocker like that down in the parlor. He was a character. My mother always used to holler at him to keep the rocker away from the wall, and every time it always hit the same spot and leave a mark. When I was very little, I used to love to sit on the floor of my picture books and watch him rock and read the evening paper. We never said much. I used to think it was because we had a perfect understanding. It was only later I realized, really, he just had nothing to say to me. Then he started to spend more time with my brother Frank. Football games, hockey games, basketball games, and, well, I never was exactly the cheerleader type. And we lost touch. After my mother died, and he got sick, so I came back here to this house to take care of him. Even then, I don't think he was too glad to see me. I never found a way to talk to him, much less tell him that I loved him. But every time I see that mark, I miss him. Isn't that the same thing?
We aren't enough.
Yeah?
We aren't enough.
Ellie. I'm sorry about everything.
What happened, Kevin? I don't blame you for that.
For being so clumsy. And not being there when you needed me.
Yeah.
No. Certain things have to be said. All I wanted was a boarding house, tenants, strangers, nice, friendly. And I got people who are having babies and splitting up and nearly dying.
I don't know what you all think about Kevin, but he's not a bad man.
No.
Let me finish. I wanted our marriage to work. Oh, how I did. If I took care of him, loved him enough, he'd love me the same way in return.
And you did.
And he didn't. I knew Kevin's nature from the start. I thought I could change him, but I was so busy trying to make it go, I never had the faith to just be. How could he live with that? My pushing all the time to make it work. I'm glad you're pushing hard to make sure it doesn't work.
Listen to that. Oh, I love this passage.
So do I.
I want to apologize.
Me too.
It was my fault,
Oh, no, please.
Anyway, and I'm sorry about the noise last night.
What do you mean?
I was practicing late. I lost all track of time.
Oh, cello. I didn't even notice it.
That sounds like a review I got once. I was going to leave you a note with the rent. I won't be seeing you for some time.
You going away?
I'm doing my concert tour in Canada through the second week in February.
I'm sorry.
Is that what kept you up all night? Must be important.
It is. This is Celia. She's 16. She can't see, she can't hear. You want to have a look? See, she was about 2. They realized that she was deaf. And then when she was about, let's say, 3rd grade, her parents realized she was also going blind. So she left school, no friends. She knows fingerspelling, but she refuses to use it. She's been in a dozen institutions, resource centers, halfway houses, rehab joints. No progress. Here, look. There's a picture. Anyway, Mrs. Sanders is my boss, so she's the one who got her to the clinic. Parents can't do anything with her. Nobody can, so...
So they asked you.
Yeah. I really think I can reach her. Give me your hand a second. Now, close your eyes. All right. This is M. This is N. And this, close your eyes, is E. Can you tell the difference? Well, she can. I just believe that anyone that is that sensitive has to be able to be reached. Too bad you can't hear your music. Hello? Oh, yeah, I thought it might be you. Oh, no. Yeah, I read it. I read the whole thing. And you knew once I started, I couldn't put it down. Yes, I'm ready. When do I meet her? Look, could I just call you back? Thanks.
So you're going to do it?
Whatever it is. Think I'm out of my mind?
You can do it. I know you can.
Really?
Obey that first impulse.
So if you're gone 2 months, you won't be here for the holidays.
I might get a break for a couple of days. Who knows? I used to turn down work to be home with my family at Christmas.
We'll save you a place.
Well, don't you look nice?
What is the occasion?
Don't get carried away. I just thought I'd...
No, looking back. I call that a good start.
I call that terrific. Well, we're figuring guests. Now, aside from Dina, who wants to invite half of Harvard, there's you and me,
George?
Ellie, Travis, if he can make it.
Travis? He's coming back?
Well, he's going to try. His tour has a 3-day break in Winnipeg on the 30th, so it just depends on him making the right connections.
How do you know all this?
He called last week while you were at work.
Nobody in this house ever tells me anything. I mean, did he say...
George! George, this is it. George, it's time. Yes, let's call her a doctor. The number, it's on my bureau.
I'll get it.
George, say something.
I had one baby to the guest list.
One, it feels like quintuplets.
George and Mandy, new American family. What do you bet? In 10 years, I'll be teaching this kid.
No bet.
Oh, I vacuumed your room for you.
I could tell you left more dust than you picked up.
As my father used to say, I put a roof over your head. What more do you want?
Oh, Leah.
What?
I owe you the rent.
I don't know. Never mind, you can pay me any time.
Are you feeling all right? Come here. Rather watch us socialize.
If I gave up smoking and having something with my hands. Did you taste Tia's ginger chicken?
I did, and frankly, I think she's a sadist in disguise. I had to drink a gallon of water after one bite.
I can't wait to taste it. I love hot. Last New Year's Eve. Who were you? At the laundromat. Suppose if I got a load of detergent and a wash, I could go over there and recover the moment.
Don't you dare. This next year's going to be great for both of us. Look who's here.